All right, I want to talk about identifying the three parts. This is extraordinarily important. You're going to fall in one of two groups, most likely. Some people identifying, because it's kind of a part of our culture already, identifying the inner child is no problem. It's the can be the part of us that wants things, dreams about things, gets excited about things. Then there's a part of us that is going to poke holes in that, criticize that, um, discourage that idea. That is what we are going to call the inner critic. Then there's another part of us that hears the desires of the inner child and the criticisms of the inner critic and still wants to help the inner child get what it wants. And one of the things that's really helpful for me about the inner authority is that it deals in truth. It speaks with truth. Whereas the inner child, not that it's not truthful, but it dreams big. It has it's a little extravagant, right? And that's one of the best qualities of it. Whereas the inner critic also is kind of extravagant, but in more of pointing out things that could go wrong, have gone wrong in the past, reasons that the dreams that we have are not going to work. So if you're able to identify those parts already, awesome. You can skip this part. If you were already rocking there, great. I was not. This idea was completely foreign to me. I think I kind of knew maybe inner child or something. Um, but to me, I had some resistance against the IFS framework because it felt like a simplification of what actually I was experiencing. The idea that there's just three different inner parts. I, I, like what? Why three? Isn't there five? Maybe there's more. Maybe there aren't any. What I had to realize is that we're just taking a framework that works for us. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly how things are. It enables us to be able to start talking about something that's kind of difficult, that we are having difficulty with. That as we understand it more, what's going on, and able to talk about it more, our ability to change our state, our experience is going to explode. So if you're like me and it's hard to identify these parts, here's our exercise that we're going to do right now. What I want you to do is think of a dream that you have, something that you want. And there may be multiple things, that's fine. You're going to think of a dream that you want. And right now, within the IFS framework, the way we're accessing that, the part that we're asking is the inner child. The inner child is the part of us that is creative, has dreams, gets excited about stuff. So identify a dream. It can be small or big, doesn't matter. Identify a dream that you have, hold that in your mind. And if you're taking this course and you're already experiencing anger, judgment, criticism towards yourself, towards other people, then what you should be experiencing pretty soon is, with that dream in mind, a part of you is going to start saying, there's a problem. That can't happen. You're not smart enough for that. You're not good enough for that. Remember when you tried doing things in the past and it didn't work out? Remember those people all said you weren't going to be able to do it. You're not smart enough. You don't have enough education. Whatever, you're going to start having a part of you poke holes, be judgmental, be critical. And that is the inner critic. That is the part of us that is trying to poke holes in the plan, not because it's evil or bad, it's trying to protect us from making mistakes, from feeling bad, from getting ostracized from the group. It's trying to protect us. Okay. Then holding those two things, notice there's a way that we're holding both of those two things. We're able to see both of those things happening. And what I'm going to kind of posit is that witness consciousness is the inner authority. And now, once we've seen our dreams, and there's a part of us trying to poke holes in it, now notice, and it may be kind of a faint voice, it doesn't speak very loudly, it speaks in the truth. Now notice that there's a part that is very transcendent, deals in the truth, and wants to help, even though it hears all of the criticisms and all the things that could go wrong. A part of us that still wants to help the inner child get what it wants, that doesn't want to give up, that wants to find a way to make this happen, that sees maybe it is possible. Maybe I am good enough, that I can start taking action towards this stuff. It is going to be possible. And that is our inner authority, the part of us that speaks in truth about reality, and that doubts are not necessarily always truthful, and that we can overcome things and grow and change and evolve. What you may want to do when this video is done, if this is a new idea to you, a new kind of framework, it can be really helpful to just observe your thinking for a few minutes. Observe your thinking and notice the interplay of these three forces. And that it's something that is a part of our awareness. It's not something that turns on or off. It's a part of our self-consciousness. It's a part of our awareness that we're looking at things in different ways. And to see that it's already there and to start noticing it and to kind of be able to point out which part is talking in your mind within this framework. All right, that is our first exercise. Great job. See you for the next one.